On Discord, I have a Discord group. There's the URL for it right now. You guys, are invited to join. If you come and if you're a bot, then I'm gonna kick you off. If you're not having a real discussion, then I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to also kick you off. But if you guys really want to understand Web3 and you want to interact with this, I use this with the students at the community college. I haven't quite ramped up a new session, but we're getting there, and I know some of you guys are listening. Anyway, that's the Discord. So in the Discord, one of my buddies has joined, Kuz from Japan, and um, he asked about sort of verifying things after the fact, right? Could let's see. I guess I could. I don't want to pull up the Discord server to. I should have gotten the exact question, but so Kuz, here's my answer to your question. Okay, so this delightful image right here, is something I created with ChatGPT and I downloaded to my computer. Right now, I can take a checksum of this image, and you can also do that with this website right here. You see, it's called Balloon Powered Fox Hunt, right? Because that just happens to be the name, but that is the image. And I uploaded it to this site, and it told me, which you can see right here, that is its SHA-SUM. And I'm always fiddling with my screen. So yeah, this website will tell you if you have a. We'll go back here again. You can upload a file to it, and it doesn't actually upload. It all runs in your browser. It's all JavaScript. So you don't have to worry about sharing this with the site. Or if you're a nerd, you can just go to the command shell, or you can use your cool programming skills to figure out the SHA-SUM of a file. For example, here, if you have a bunch of text, I guess it would tell you the SHA-SUM of that. Anyway, okay, so now we can find, we know what that is, and because it's a hash, you can't go from that big number back to this, right? But if you had this file, then you could verify the number, and this is pretty basic stuff. It's I would call it date stamping, right? Now I call this my forever wall, and lately I have been showing you things from the world of this very distributed crypto. What I'm saying basically is in Web3, I could make my arguments using this forever wall EVM system, but you know what? Because I believe I'm sort of a badass, I happen to be left-handed, and I am using my right hand. Okay, I am using my right hand. So that's one of the reasons why I'm making all of my arguments with this very simpler digibyte currency. However, in this case, we're going to use the forever wall, and I have this freeform button. This is all just JavaScript. Again, this is JavaScript that just runs on your thing. See, and I can paste that there, right? Now I could add some words, right? Like whatever word, fox hunt, hot air balloons, chat GPT, something like that, right? And and I'm not explaining anything other than that, but I'm putting this the hash there. Now sometimes I'm going to hit send, but I'm not going to wait around for it to happen, because sometimes, especially if I'm doing a video, it'll be slow and clunky. But yeah, it would open up one of these, either MetaMask or this guy, and you see, just like this test, it would end up there, right? So to answer your question, yes, you can put this hash onto the ledger. You can burn it onto the ledger. And you know what? If somebody says that they have gotten $5 million to make a special cryptocurrency that is purpose built to burn words like this on the ledger, I would walk away, because again, I can do it with this. This is like basic, this is like you can do anything. You can say anything you want here. You can write anything you want in here, and you just send it on. Okay, so that's how you do it. I hope that answers your question. And again, if people want to join the Discord, see, this is my nerdy way to do things, right? I have that's the URL of the Discord server, right? Here, watch this. Watch this. See? That just sends it to the screen. I don't get a new line because of the little N there, right? If you did that, right, that would just send that to the screen. And then if you pipe that into QR, it draws a QR code for you right there. So again, if somebody's come up and they say, hey, we want $5 million because we have a QR code generator, that's a scam. You don't need to do that. These are things you can do yourself, okay? That's the point here. Anyway, okay, so I hope this answers your question. And again, ChatGPT is fun. I always joke about kind of the absurdity of the fox hunt with the dogs. And I used ChatGPT I just described it, and this is what it came up with. Anyway, this is going to be a short one. Okay, thanks, guys.